delivering quality education, expanding access to learning, serving learners' learning needs, tackling challenges of the present time, supporting every learner's dream, reaching young Pagomeños where they are today. From the music capital of the Philippines, advancing in the challenge of distance learning, the official TV-based instruction of DepEd Tagum City, bringing you quality education straight to your home. Plug yourself in. This is DepEd TV. Tara na!
Good day, young scientist. Welcome to another Sci-Amazing journey. I am your science angel, Teacher Rodge, your road for a fun-filled learning. Let's go! Before we start our lesson for today, let me check if you have the following materials. If you have your pen, notebook, and of course, your module. I guess all of you are set, so let's begin. I guess that you are now ready for today's lesson. That is, identify changes of material, whether it is harmful or useful to the environment. For today's lesson, you will be able to identify changes in material, whether useful or harmful to one's environment. Specifically, you will learn to identify the changes in materials that are useful or harmful to the environment. Identify some ways of preventing or minimizing the harmful effect of change in materials to one's environment. And lastly, identify the 5 R's of the responsible waste management. Oh my God! Did you just see what I saw, kids? They're cutting down trees in the forest. Cutting down trees is necessary to produce wood for construction, paper and other applications, but logging and other activities that kill trees can potentially lead to negative impact to the ecosystem and the environment. Before we get started, let me ask you, what was your previous lesson? I have here a 3-in-1 coffee. It is composed of sugar, coffee, and creamer. This is an example of a heterogeneous mixture. What happened when we mix the coffee with water? The coffee was dissolved in water. It became a homogeneous mixture. Well, change is inevitable. We can see it everywhere because change is the only constant in this world. Some of it may be good for the environment, but some were not. Now, how well do you know about the useful and harmful effect of the changes in materials to the environment? To better understand our lesson for today, let's have first an activity. Arrange the scrambled letters to get the correct word. Clues were provided for you. You have 5 seconds to answer each item. Number 1. The clue is having value or benefit. What is the correct word for number 1? The correct word is useful. Next, causing damage or injury. Can you guess the hidden word? What do you think is the hidden word? The word is harmful. How about the next word? The clue is, it is the surrounding where people, animals, and plants live. Sounds familiar to you, right? What is the hidden word? The correct answer is environment. How about this one? The contamination of environment by a harmful substance usually caused by human activities. What is the jumbled word? Pollution. And the last word is to make smaller or lesser in amount, degree or size. What is the jumbled word? Jumbled word is reduce. Great job, kids! I can see that you have a good observation skills. Well, let us do some amazing work today. All you need to do is to prepare the following materials. Okay, kids, I'm sure all of you are ready for today's lesson. But before we start, just a simple reminder. There you go, kids! Our finished product of a vase made up of used empty bottles. Isn't it so amazing? I'm pretty sure that you enjoyed that activity. This time, let's do some trick. I have here a piece of paper and a match. Observe what will happen to the paper. Well, it teaches us that not all changes of materials can be useful to the environment. Some may be harmful, not just to the environment, but to human also. Just like the burning of materials, it can harm you and it can cause pollution. We are done with our activity. You have just witnessed that from an empty bottle, it became a useful flower vase, while burning of paper causes harmful effects to the environment. I have here a picture of a wood that changes into a chair. Is the change useful or harmful? If your answer is useful, it is useful because it is used for sitting to make us comfortable. Let's try another one. A picture of people who are cutting down trees. Is the change useful or harmful? If you answer harmful, that's correct. What made it harmful? Cutting down trees take away oxygen, animals become homeless, and it loosens the ground, which mostly causes landslides. Great job, kids! The earth is a beautiful place where humans are provided with everything that they could use in order to survive. They are surrounded with materials that they can utilize in order to supply their basic needs. But some changes in the materials may be useful to the environment, while others are harmful. Examples of changes in the materials that are useful to the environment are: first, using animal wool in making a woven cloth or fabric. Turning plastic into different cases. Cutting fabric to made into a pillowcase. Example of changes in the materials that are harmful to the environment are: burning of plastic materials, dumping garbage on land, cutting down trees, throwing dead animals into the river. When the material is dumped with garbage in any kind, such as empty bottles, plastics, toxic waste, chemical from factories and other establishments, the land becomes polluted. Polluted land serves as breeding places for flies, cockroaches, and rats. These pests carry germs that cause diseases that is hazardous to one's health. Growing plants is not also possible in polluted land. When the material is dumped with garbage of any kind, such as empty bottles, plastic waste, or even dead animals from houses and other industrial and chemical waste from factories, the river becomes polluted. If we drink water contaminated with germs, we are likely to get sick. Polluted water also kills living organisms, such as fish and water plants. Are you also practicing burning garbage such as plastic materials at home? Please don't do that. Many items in household garbage, when burned, release dangerous toxic chemicals. This poses health risks, especially for people, particularly those with asthma and other heart and lung ailments. Because the smoke is close to the ground, it can also settle on fruits, vegetables, and other vegetation that becomes dangerous to eat for humans and wildlife. The smoke and toxins that enter the air also contribute to the greenhouse effect and global warming. To prevent the effect of burning of garbage waste, waste segregation must be observed, and the 5 R's should be practiced. Okay? Cool. So what is 5R? Are you familiar with this? The 5R of responsible waste management are reduce, reuse, recycle, repair, and rot. First is reduce. Buy items in refillable containers. Use cloth bag, eco bag, paper bag, or even native baskets instead of using plastic bag when you buy groceries. Avoid buying disposable items or single-use products such as batteries, razors, utensils, plates, cups, and other plastics. Next, we have reuse. Donate or sell reusable items. Use both sides of paper when printing and reuse as scratch paper, gift wrapper, and many more. Consider the potential lifespan or durability when buying new products. Buy durable food storage containers and reuse them instead of using foil, plastic bags, or wrap. Next, we have recycle. Do not throw away used newspaper or used writing pads. Sell them or bring them into usable paper again. Used bottles, tin cans, rubber tires can be recycled into useful materials. Repair. Have appliances, office equipments, lighting fixtures, and automotive parts repaired instead of buying new ones. Have an old furniture reupholstered or refurbished instead of buying new ones. And the last one, we have rot. Set up a compost pile to compost yard trimmings. Make a compost pit or a bin in the yard for your biodegradable materials such as fruits, vegetables, and coffee grinds. Now you know the changes in materials that are useful or harmful to the environment. This time, let's test your knowledge by answering these questions. Identify whether the changes in materials has a useful or harmful effect on the environment. Draw a check mark if the statement creates a useful effect to the environment, and X if it does not. You only have 5 seconds to answer per item. Number 1. Cutting of fabric to made into clothes. Your timer starts now. What is your answer? The correct answer is... That's correct! Number 2. Cutting of piece of cloth to be made into a face mask. Timer starts now. If you answered, that's correct. Number 3. Burning of old tires. Do we have the same answer? That's correct. Did you get all the correct answer? So amazing! You did a great job! Did you have as amazing learning today? If you do, great! This time, let's have a short recap on what we have discussed today. You learned that there are changes of properties of materials that are useful to the environment, just like cutting a piece of cloth to be made into a face mask, or old tires turned into a beautiful swing. While on the other hand, there are also changes that can be harmful to our environment, just like burning of garbage or cutting down trees. We also learned the 5 R's: the reduce, reuse, recycle, repair, and rot. That's all for today, my young scientist. I hope you learned something and give you confidence to answer all the activities in your module. Once again, I'm your science angel, Teacher Rodge, saying, always keep in mind that a child who loves science widens its knowledge and gives you a bright idea. Thank you. Goodbye.